So after we creating our camera, we can start to um, building our scene. And yeah, we have the idea of how to set a camera and think about the point of view. And I think one thing for sure very cool it is we can totally just start from second floor because it going to giving us a very interesting vertical perspective, and also giving us a three-dimensional city, the kind of feeling. And also when we moving the thing around, we try to not, ruin the the verticals, the kind of rhythm because we want a rhythm. As you can see that we are repetition street certain of the building. So those building going to creating a rhythm and it's like something we want. And yeah, this kind of linear perspective is there's a certain way to creating that linear perspective, which is one's way is like creating the actual a line. As you can see, the outline is literally a line, so it's a literally a linear perspective. Another way to creating a linear perspective is by repetition, but of course we still need to follow the rule of perspective. So I can let me do a little demonstrating by using master Roland's piece. And yeah, again, let me repeat again and repeat again. Yep. Sorry for my crappy hand painting. Hoping not gonna ruin the. Well, I am doing the masterpiece right now. I wish for that I apologize. And yeah, let me doing a little pen over. Yeah, and yeah, by the creating the line, the angle, uh, follow the perspective, we can creating linear perspective. But with this kind of silhouettes, repeat again and again, basically, I think a good takeaway is at least repeat third time. We can also creating feeling of linear perspective composition, which is our brain will automatically translating those kind of information, which sometimes is bothering me because our brain is just too much like to automatically translating too many things. But for now, we can make our brain become our ally this time to creating this kind of linear perspective by repetition, which is a Roland master. He has using a little bit, but he not using very much, as you can see that in this picture is he in his original painting he got some color but not very much. So in order to creating this kind of linear effect, this kind of repetition, we don't want moving thing vertically around, because if you're moving thing vertically, people may not able to reading what it is. We need to make so what we need to do is make the same shape, same form, repeat again and again, and and also I am finding a interesting accident, which is you see the silhouette of this uh, uh, building is actually also have a little some kind of dome structure. Oh, I was painting the wrong layer. Yeah, it got this kind of silhouette. So what we need to do is uh, repeat this kind of silhouette again and again. And also you can see this also here is also it has some kind of arc dome structure. It's kind of interesting consequence. Consonant, sorry, accident. accident. Maybe that's the word that I want to say. Yeah. So let's simplify the information first. We got a lot. So I just creating a silhouette of the structure, and also that's something we want to focus. So I'm try to moving the too complex elements and try to reduce them. And now we are trying to doing things on the another side. So yeah, we can moving them around because they are not a part of the reputation. So we can moving them around and try to creating an entirely different structure on the left side. And this is the beauty of the Kitbash, which is just very rich information. We can creating our information very fast. And now I was like, I want to creating some kind of focal point. One way is just creating a tower that vertically just going up and up and up. So it is a good way to creating something can be a central point or point of interest for the scene. And I maybe if it is a Doom, I think maybe we can just follow what Roland Master did and just make it a half circle. And also this kind of shape is interesting because the entire uh the phone and shape language inside of this thing is they are all cube, they are all square. So right now we have this kind of circular shape and phone. It's actually creating another layer of contract, which is contract of well shape and phone. That could bring another bring people's grab people's attention to it because it is so different and unique, and you cannot see this kind of very readable shape from somewhere else inside this thing. So it's easier. You will feel wow, that's different thing. And now I was doing a little adjusting about the geometry of the sign, changing the proportion. But of course, at the beginning, I don't want putting too much energy on creating this detail. But of course, this is the foreground element, so it's taking a big a lot more percentage of the frame space. So I feel like it's a bit bother me. So I'm doing this changing. Um, yeah, I just continuing the to vertical, creating the vertical depth of the building. As you can see, what I did is just I repeat the same shape and form third time, but in the third time, I am creating. I also changing the proportion. So yeah, I was basically just trying to follow what I learned from Roland's work. I tried to creating this kind of linear perspective. Everything is guide your eye to the center, the kind of perspective. There are basically bunch of repetition, cubicle shape and form, creating a very strong linear perspective. And also, I think this idea is also from this Roland's work because as you can see, actually this building they are on top of sea, they are on top of ocean, but actually it could be a vertical. It is you can imagine what if the ocean is gone? It is a vertical. It's going to be a vertical city, right? It's very much like Aquila or a lot of cyberpunk work or sci-fi work would have this kind of vertical idea. So yeah, it is interesting.